You're welcome to Commerce of once again. Today we'll be looking at the value of money. The value of money. So before we go further into the main topic itself, I want us to watch a very short video. Please watch this.
In 1973, Nigeria's minimum wage could buy more bags of rice than it can today. There was a time when earning a Nigerian salary meant real purchasing power. In the early 1970s, the minimum wage was about 125 naira per month, and a bag of rice cost around 5 naira, meaning a worker could afford over 20 bags with their salary. Fast forward to today, the minimum wage is 30,000 naira, while a bag of rice costs over 70,000 naira in some places. That means even a full month's salary isn't enough to buy just one bag. What happened to the naira?
So what happened to the naira? What happened to the naira over the years is a combination of inflation, devaluation of naira, and economic challenges. And why has the naira reduced in value? Why has the naira reduced in value? I think I'm going to break this down into different episodes because I don't want the video to be too long. So just make sure you follow up whenever I'm uploading each episode. Now, one of the major points why naira has lost its value is number one is inflation. And what is inflation? I think I explained it in one of my videos, but don't worry, I'm going to explain it again. Inflation means consistent rise in price of goods and services when the price of goods and services keep rising over time. And when the price of goods and services keep rising over time, the money tends to buy fewer goods, because the money has lost its value, so it tends to buy fewer goods. For example, in the 1980s, 100 naira can actually buy large quantity of food. But in our present day, 100 naira cannot even buy a substantial quantity of food at all. Do you see how 100 naira is actually funny to you, right? Because I can remember the last time I went to Nigeria and I want to eat bread and beans. I spent close to 8,000 naira just to sit and eat bread and beans. The bread was so costly. It shows how naira has lost its value. Another point is the valuation of naira. The valuation of naira is when naira reduced in value. In the 1980s, 1 naira worth more than $1. But in our present age, $1 is actually worth 1,400 or 1,300 naira. It shows how naira has lost its value over the years. And what could make naira lose its value over the years? A lot of factors could actually warrant that. I'm going to explain that in my next video. But for now, let me explain what could happen when the currency of a country get devalued. Now, it makes importation very expensive, and when importation is very expensive, goods locally will be expensive. Because when, for example, I decide to import car from Germany, and the currency we use in purchasing goods, anything that has to do with cross-border is dollar, and I tend to buy those goods in dollar. By the time I bring it in, importation fee, levies from the government and the likes, and a car that ought to worth probably a car that worth 30 million, now I'm selling for 50 to 60 million. Now, automatically, the devaluation of naira has actually affected the price of that product, because if naira was much more valuable, that car would be cheaper. But because naira is expensive, the car is expensive. Same thing. And don't forget that Nigeria have actually import everything they use, from down to the machines, to the cars, to the food, to everything. They actually import it. Nigeria is a country that consumes a lot but produce less. Know what I'm going to explain it in my next video. So stay tuned. This is what I have for today.